Episode 9 is very important to both Disney and Lucasfilm, and in order for them to get it right, they really do have to implement a lot of elements that will truly resonate with a lot of fans around the world. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, we do know that J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio are currently very much hard at work on the final installment of this trilogy that is coming to an end when it comes to filming. Now, filming is all set and ready to end by February of this year. We're not quite sure if it's going to be the beginning, middle, or end of the month of February. I would have to say it's probably going to be the middle of February, given that they do still have a lot of scenes to do for the characters of Rey and Kylo Ren, etc. So, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc. What's really intriguing though is that you guys may have actually remembered that just a couple of days ago we learned that a lot of script adjustments are actually being made by J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio here and there for the characters of Kylo Ren and Rey for the third act of the film. But what's even more interesting is that there are being adjustments made for the character of Luke Skywalker, and that J.J. Abrams is rewriting certain parts of the character of Luke in Episode 9 in order to really expand his screen time in Star Wars Episode 9. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I think that this is fantastic. I think that this is a great idea, not just on J.J. Abrams' part, but also on Chris Terrio's part and Disney and Lucasfilm. I think what's really happening here is that they really do hear the fans and what they want to see in Episode 9, and I think that they are realizing that they really do need more Luke Skywalker in Star Wars Episode 9 in order for a lot of those Luke Skywalker fans to come into the theater seats and watch this movie. Now, if you actually do look at what they are doing with this movie, we do know that they have big plans for the final installment of this current trilogy. Not only will it tie into both the prequels and the sequels as well, such as The Last Jedi and The Force Awakens in its own way, but it will also tie into the originals. Now, if you look at everything that has been happening for the character of Luke Skywalker, we do know that Mark Hamill is filming a lot of scenes throughout this month of January into the month of February for both the second and third acts of this movie, and some of those scenes are actually going to be either redone or rewritten by J.J. Abrams in order to give Mark Hamill / Luke Skywalker a whole lot more screen time in this film than it was before in the original script of this movie. So I think that expanding Luke Skywalker's screen time is most likely a response to what Disney and Lucasfilm are hearing from the fans, and that they want Luke Skywalker to come back to life. Are they going to bring him back to life? I'm not really quite sure about that. I think that what they are going to do is that they are going to expand all of the different flashback scenes and the Force Ghost sequences that we've been hearing about, and actually putting that into the finalized version of the movie is what they are doing. Now, if we look at the character of Luke, he really is an important character, and you really do have to honor this character in this movie. After all, he is the last true Skywalker, alright? If you look at Luke Skywalker, he really is the last true Skywalker character. You know, yes, Leia is Leia, she is a part of that Skywalker bloodline, but not a lot of people really associate with her being the quote-unquote Skywalker per se, even though she is by blood. That's not her name. Same goes for Ben Solo. So if you look at Luke, this really is and should be a story that centers around the character of Luke Skywalker, to a certain extent at least. I'm sure, you know, of course, a lot of people agree that yes, this movie is about the new characters. It's about Kylo Ren and Rey and where they are going. But also keep in mind the background of things here. You know, ever since they started this sequel trilogy with The Force Awakens, it really was all about Luke Skywalker. You know, in The Force Awakens, it was about finding Luke. In The Last Jedi, it was about bringing Luke home. And now in Episode 9, it's all about Luke Skywalker's legacy, spreading throughout the galaxy and how it affects everybody around the entire Star Wars universe. And honestly, I think I'm going to find that rather intriguing to see how J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio can actually execute this on the big screen. So as far as JJ providing more screen time for the character of Skywalker, I think is fantastic news. I think that this is a step in the right direction and an excellent thing for JJ to do. Like I say, this is probably a response to what they are hearing online or from the fans directly to Lucasfilm and Disney. I think that they realized that, you know, you really can't pretty much exclude a certain character that is so true to the original trilogy as Luke and Darth Vader, and even characters from the prequels like Anakin Skywalker, etc. You know, it will draw in a lot of people if you do respect those characters in a specific way and actually do some crazy things with the overall plot of this movie. But let me know what you guys think about J.J. Abrams rewriting certain parts of the plot in Episode 9 for the character of Luke that will expand his screen time in this movie. Again, the more screen time for the character of Luke, the happier I am for this film, since I really feel that we do need to make up for what we actually did not actually get to see in Star Wars The Last Jedi for the character of Luke. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Night to moon, we hear them moans again.